Whether you're a farmer, a custom applicator, or just a gardener or spraying around your house, one of the most important things that you can do is clean your spray tank out when you get done with whatever spraying you have going on. So we're going to talk about that during our Farm Basics time today.
It's one of those times of year where we're going between the pre-emerge applications and the post-emerge applications, or from one crop to the other, or from spraying the lawn to spraying the garden, and you're using different products. If you've got something that's hung up somewhere in your spray system, whether it's in that tank, in the lines, in the nozzle, in a filter, it's a big problem. So we've got to focus on getting those cleaned out, and the best time to do it is right after you're done spraying, when it's still in liquid form. What happens so often is we see sprayers left in the sun, and then it quickly dries and leaves a film on the inside of the tank that's really tough to get off.
Yep, so when you get done with the spraying, if you can flush everything out right then, that's great. Flush it out with water a couple times. We would encourage you to use a good tank cleaner as well. The tank cleaner is typically going to raise the pH of that solution, that water, whatever is in there, and that will hopefully liquefy everything, hopefully keep it in solution long enough to get it out of the spray boom. But we would just encourage you to take a look at the label, talk to your agronomist about what specific products could be used, because sometimes it might be ammonia, sometimes it might be a tank cleaner, sometimes there are different products that you could use to do the very best job of cleaning out your spray tank.
The other thing to keep in mind, if you're mixing things in spray water, in spray solution, using a compatibility agent often helps keep products in suspension and not sticking on the side of the tank. We use a product called Convert with many of the tank mix combinations that we use, and we found the tank cleanout gets to be much easier after using that.
One last thing that I wanted to throw in is when you have a poly tank, just understand that there's product that can get inside the pores in that poly. So sometimes you have to let the water in the tank cleaner actually sit for a few hours, maybe even overnight, to hopefully suck more of that stuff out of the pores in the poly tank. So just something for you to keep in mind.
Well, and also if you're mixing up a batch to spray tomorrow, that's not normally a good idea, because the product that you just mixed up could pull some of those things out of those pores and create some issues in your field. So be cautious about that.
So if you want to put water in the night before, fine, but put the actual herbicide in just as you're about to go out to the field.
All right, one last thing. If you're using a sprayer that has a boom, many times at the end of the boom, there's a little dead space there, and what we see is buildup of gunk and the last 18 things that you've sprayed. So we would suggest putting something like Express End Cap on the end so you can quickly flush out those booms. They've also got a new model now with a ball valve that I really like to just quickly turn that valve, boom, you can flush out the end, and you've got a clean sprayer and you're ready to go.
Well, once again, regardless of why you're spraying, just understand that one of the most important things is cleaning that sprayer out when you get done.
Well, one of the things you might be out spraying for is our weed of the week. We'll show you how to stop this weed later in the show.